Graduated in '84 and had a number of jobs, and I found one in Woodstock. I was there for 24 years. After 24 years, you think your job's secure. And then one day, poof, it's gone.
Darcy came to me several months ago, and he had been working for the same company for over 20 years and found himself in a job loss situation. And as you can imagine, working at the same place for 20 years and then having to find work would be very overwhelming. The job search of today is significantly different than what it was then. So he was feeling quite lost and quite overwhelmed.
I went to CES. I was out of work for 5 months. And right at the start, I went there for help.
So basically what we did with him is just sit down and sort of see even where he was at and where he wanted to be, and that was a process in itself. Some of the things we did with Darcy, I did a lot of individual counseling with him. He also attended a significant number of our workshops. Through those workshops and through his job search process, one of the things that we identified as maybe something he was struggling with was the interview process. He was getting a lot of interviews because he had developed a really wonderful and great marketable resume, but then he wasn't getting any offers. So what we wanted to do is really strengthen him in that area. He attended several different interview workshops, and he also attended a mock interview with staff here. The mock interview helped us identify maybe some different things that Darcy could expand upon or do a little differently to make sure he was really marketing himself the best that we possibly could.
They helped you think positive, because let's face it, every day you're putting out resumes, you're going on the computer, you're looking for jobs, and it's nerve-wracking. And I found when I went there for interviews or for shop talks or anything like that, at the end I felt really comfortable, more positive.
There were times I think that Darcy would agree that he was feeling sort of alone in struggling with this process. And part of my job was sort of keeping him moving forward, and the workshops actually helped him with that too as well, because he was able to meet with other people that were sort of in the same journey as what he was. So he's feeling that was sort of keeping him moving forward by attending those workshops as well.
I did a search to find out what kind of company is this that you're going for an interview, and that's another thing that CES taught us to do. You know, find out what kind of company this is, so when you're walking into the door, you're ready to answer questions.
Through this whole process, Darcy was able to obtain employment, and he felt that one of the things that helped him the most was really developing those interview skills.
I'm starting all over again, so I'm not at the top. So, you know, you got to work your way up the ladder again.
And I always tell people, take it sort of as sometimes things happen for a reason, and it's an opportunity for you to maybe make some changes that you never thought possible, and make some goals and start setting that process and developing a plan.
You have to keep moving forward, you know. If you don't keep trying and trying to keep positive, it's hard. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, it's all roses. It's not. But these days it's hard to find a job, and I'm very happy to have one that I like. Go to CES, get involved with the programs and everything they're doing. If you're like me, like, you know, the last interview I had when I was working for 24 years was back in '87. So, you know, it's been a long time since I did interviews. So, you know, get involved in the programs and everything. The people there are awesome.